Prof. Hello, Prof. I can hear you. Yes, I do want to speak, Doc. I never knew it's going to be this interesting. I was thinking I was going to listen. Are you there? Hello, Prof. Can you hear me?
Yes, voice is
Good.
coming. Please start now. Your lecture will be recorded.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay. I'm. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's interesting to talk about biogas, and Gawat gave me a lot of insight into substrates that one could use for biogas generation, and it was a very good insight. I discovered that in the universe there's nothing that is a waste anymore. Uh, Actually, I was thinking we're going to discuss on the paper, but it was a deviation from what I thought. But interestingly, it ended well, and I'm so happy for that. Yeah, I don't have a paper to present now, but I hope subsequently when you select another time for this kind of talk, we'll present a paper on maybe an interesting one. Uh, I'm so happy, and I have a lot of topics now to give to my students uh, in the utilization of waste, especially plant waste material. In the area of the polymeric waste or monomeric waste material, which we call leather in Nigeria, is everywhere. Though we know that a lot of people are using it for uh, regeneration. You kind of melt it out and remold it into other substrate. Me, I'm not a polymer chemist, so I don't want to go into that. But I know it's one of the way to kind of clean the environment and then reused waste materials. My area is in food science and technology and fixed or specialized in food bioactives, you know, peptides, antioxidants, and I really want to dive into aging. You know, aging studies, uh, the effect of aging and how I could use food substrates to reduce aging because our population is really uh, aging, and there is an urgent need, an urgent call to look for a safe supplement, probably from food that will uh, reduce aging. And actually, my work is on Balanite aegyptiaca. It's a desert tree that is found in the Arabia countries and also African environments. By folklore medicine, it has been used for a lot of disease cure like HIV, jaundice, malaria, and all that. The seed has now been kind of exploited pharmaceutically to be used for uh, a lot of uh, as food supplement, and that is where I'm diving into. Like the latest material I presented or I sent for publication was on the biofortification of the concentrate and the hydrolysates when I complex it with a simple food or a staple food called ogi, a fermented maize uh, uh, material made into flour. Then I incorporate it into the concentrates using the Pearson formula and targeting 16% protein, which proof that the hydrolysates have better mineral compositions that could aid even diabetes. According to Kali de Tor in 2014, he asserts that a lot of minerals like magnesium, potassium, copper, and all that also aids in insulin regulation, And when we went down, we incorporated it into the yogi itself and then placed them under rheological behavior. We discovered that the breakdown viscosity, the trough viscosity, the peak viscosity, final viscosity were excellent for the hydrolysis sample, and this because the amylose leaching ability was hindered or was matrixed by the uh, peptides, from this my sample, which is the colored, is properly colored by in Hausa language, the Banana aegyptica. It was matrix and there was no lynching effect. That means that once this food is digested, and we know antioxidant activity is time bound. That means that once this food is digested, it could it kind of uh, nourish the system with antioxidant potentials. I mean, because it is time bound, could be readily available there to effect its change on the radicals when they are produced. So it's interesting. And I will want to dive into that area specifically because of the rheological behavior of that material. Um, yeah, on the biogas, we have abundantly in Nigeria rice husk, and what they use is maybe feed pigs, uses as a kind of water repellent or land reclamations, within the coastal area in Nigeria. And I kept wondering what could this be used for. Actually, I fabricated a machine. I call a pneumatic machine for fish smoking. And we didn't use the rice husk. We use a coal instead. And I thinking that the rice husk can also be a good substrate for generate heat for that. And that because of the waste material rice husks around, that made me to design that. So at the end of the day, I have insight from Professor Gawet about the use of what is it called, waste material to generate biogas, which I think rice husks could be a very good substrate, though it does not have fat and sugar much. But we can have what is it called? We can have sugars from sugar cane, or we can uh, maybe add those materials to it, fat from lard, that, and then or from oil, and then make it a very good substrate for biogas generation, which will be of a very good, uh, to be very important for the community in producing your cooking gas or to generate electric bulbs and all that. So I think it's a good